Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on EA Sports College Football 25, where today South Carolina will end a 3-game SEC road trip in Alabama to face the 3-2 and 0-1 Auburn Tigers. South Carolina Gamecocks come to this game 4-2 and 2-1, fresh off a Game of the Year quality game against Arkansas in Fayetteville. Looking to continue that momentum here against the Tigers. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. As we'll see, this South Carolina offense first, that put up 29 points in that fourth quarter game. We've only put up 29 points in a game only once before that game, so a sensational quarter to get the W. But we'll see if they can pick up where they left off, as we'll start off on the ground with Braylon McReynolds. He had a busy game last week. 26 carries, 130 yards. Picks up 6 on his first one here. Now he gets it on 2nd and 4. Bounces it up the middle, and he's going to pick up a first down. South Carolina going to lean on the run game early on, it looks like, as they go back to McReynolds again on the third play, and he'll pick up 2. Monty Sword will check in on second down. He gets the carry up the gut, and South Carolina making it known they want to run the football early on. Quickly a 3rd and 4 now. Empty set here for South Carolina as Reno will look short. It's got Beckett, who had a busy game last week. Double-digit receptions for the tight end. He has a first down here on his first. New set of downs. It's a swing pass to McReynolds. That one's quickly tracked down by Antonio Kite, the nickel redshirt senior for Alabama. 2nd and 11. Actually, Auburn. I apologize on that last call. There's a gain of 5 on the outside. Makes it now 3rd and 6. Reno wants to screen for McReynolds. He's got it. First down yardage, but he gets pushed backwards. They're actually going to say he did not get the first. Clearly, I thought he did, but forward progress will stop him at the 41. South Carolina will go for it, too, early on, trying to take a gamble here as they throw it short for Caldwell, and he drops it. So, a clear first down twice results in a turnover on downs. So, not a good end to the drives. We'll see Auburn take the field now. They're led at quarterback by redshirt junior Hank Brown. As 1st and 10, trying to set up a screen, and Brown will just throw this one in the dirt. It is a rainy day out here in Auburn, so that might have played a factor, but it's on 2nd and 10. It's a handoff. That was a gain of 3. And it's quickly 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. They go with a draw, and Jeremiah Cobb will power forward for a first down, so the draw play works out. Cobb, the senior, who has 412 yards this season, gets the first. 1st and 10, the quick throw. This one's brought in for a gain of 4. You see the numbers. Hank Brown last week, only 57 yards passing. They lost to Tennessee, but 57 yards, that's like a nothing. As on 2nd and 6, to go back to the ground, Cobb picks up 3, and quickly it's another 3rd down. And they try the draw again, and it works. So Auburn's going with a draw twice on 3rd down, and been able to connect. So 1st and 10 now at the 36. Brown wants a slant. He's got it. This is Cam Coleman, the impact receiver, with a big catch and run. He's down to the 5. And now Auburn's got a goal to go. They try a quick pass again, but this one's at the feet of Coleman. 2nd goal. Here goes a heavy blitz again, and they counter short, but it's dropped. So both teams having some issues with the drops early on. It's now 3rd and goal. Brown with some time, but he runs out. Caden Curry, the Ohio State front transfer, with the sack. And Auburn will kick 3 on their opening possession. So South Carolina back with the football after they could not convert on a 4th and 1 last drive. They pick up 6 of Reynolds, who's already got 5 carries today. 2nd and 4, it's a lob outside for Beckett, who hauls it in. However, this play will not stand. There's going to be a holding on the offensive line. Left guard John Roundtree, who's had his ups and downs this season. Now 3rd and 12 for the Gamecocks. Reno takes the snap. He's going to look across the middle. He's got Tyshawn Russell, and Russell's got everybody beat. He's going to go 64 yards for a touchdown. Russell splits the safeties, and South Carolina takes the lead 7-3, as that will be the score going into the end of the first quarter. The Gamecocks hit a big home run shot, and they're able to hold on for a lead through one quarter. You can see the quarterback numbers so far, but Auburn does have the football. And they got 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to swing pass out of their own to Cobb. He's got it. He actually gets by Kilgore, who went for the football. And Cobb picks up 1. 2nd and 9, there's a handoff up the middle. It's going to be stuffed by Curry. And now it's a 3rd and 9 for Auburn. Gamecocks banding up across the board. Brown moves to his left, and he's going to eat a sack. There's Willis and company there. Big-time sack lost now. But Auburn's going to try a field goal. This is a 65-yard field goal. Alex McPherson has been perfect on the season, but this is insane range, and he drills it from 65. That might be an Auburn school record for Alex McPherson. He stays perfect. Auburn now down 7-6 off the insane boot. So the next drive for the Gamecocks now, a 4-yard gain. Then they dump it off to Paquette, who picks up a first down. He's got 2 catches already today. We've seen South Carolina lean heavy on the tight ends in the pass game so far this season. It's on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now underneath center. Trying to go short for Paquette again, but this time he can't hold on. Takes the contact. Now a big 3rd and 7. Reno looks across the middle. He's got Caldwell who holds on this time for a first down. Reno up to 111 yards on 9 for 11 passing. The new set of downs, they go back to McReynolds. Is already his 10th carry of the day, getting his workload early. 2nd and 7 now, he stays in. He goes back and gets his 11th carry, and it's going to be a first down. I mean, if it continues to work, why not lean on it? 52 yards for McReynolds. 1st and 10 now, trying to change some plays up, it looks like, but they have to call timeout, so South Carolina will burn one here. They go play fake out of the intermission timeout, and it's incomplete, deflected down. Nice play by Isaiah Davis. 2nd and 10 now. Reno back to throw. Quickly faces pressure. Tries to dump it off short, but he gets intercepted. Picked off by Kay and Lee. If you remember from the preview before the season started, I said Lee is the best corner in the SEC. Well, he just came up with his 3rd interception of the season. So Auburn will get the football back. Again, South Carolina, another turnover. 2nd already if you include the turnover on downs early on. But quickly a 3rd and 8 for Auburn. They try to draw again, but this time out South Carolina will get it. So it doesn't fool them 3 times. So at least no points off the INT. But you got to take care of the football. Pick up 6 on 1st down. 2nd and 4, try Paquette, but he's got nowhere to go. Kite will knock him down. Now you get a quick 3rd and 4. Reno does play fake. Hit as he throws, incomplete. Almost picked off. And Auburn will get the football back. Defense is settling in here. Is on 1st and 10. Brown wants the deep ball right side. He's got a man. He's got him for a big time catch. Deep downfield. That is Dominic Hoover with the first down. He's got Auburn in the red zone. But unfortunately, they'll be going backwards as there is a false start on left guard DeAndre Carter. So 1st and 15. Brown keeps it on the option. He actually pitches it backwards. It's a fumble. Picked up by Cobb, who actually runs forward, and somehow this ends up being a positive gain. Not sure how, but, I mean, if you're Auburn, you'll take the gain of 2. 2nd and 13 now. Brown hands it off to Cobb. He's got space up the middle, cuts it outside. He's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Jeremiah Cobb with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, and Auburn will retake the lead. Now 13-7. 2:30 to go left here in the first half. Here's McReynolds, who gets bottled up quickly. Shooting the gap is to Marcus Riddick. 2nd and 11 now. Reno will turn it to the air. Rolls to his right. Fires downfield, and he gets intercepted. Picked off again for the 2nd time today. That's Javonte Waller who gets Auburn set up. At the 2-minute warning, they have it at the 24. Dumping off short. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect. Again, it is raining. Showing off there. 2nd and 10. Brown looks short. Hit as he throws. He finds Cobb, who scurries out of bounds. At the 19. Stops the clock. Now 3rd and 5. Brown looking right side. Tough grab. It is caught by Hoover. Another big-time play by the senior. And it's now a goal-to-go trip for Auburn. Trying to cash in off the INT. Brown wanted to swing. Doesn't have it, but looks across the middle. And he's got his man for a touchdown. Caleb Burton with his 7th of the season. And Auburn will take a 20-7 lead. Going into the half, South Carolina struggling to take care of the football here. 3 turnovers in that first half. A turnover on downs and 2 INTs. And Auburn's been able to take advantage with a 13-point lead as they go into the second half. But this is not new for South Carolina. We've seen this before, but can they come back again? Auburn will start for the football, which is not what you want. But on 1st and 10, they go play fake, and he had a man open. But Brown again throws it low. So 2nd and 10 from the 18, dumped off short by the tight end. That'll be 4. And now a big 3rd down early for the Tigers. Play clock winding down. Brown to the air. Looks short. Has his man who trucks a defender. Oh my gosh. Burton laid out the big man. You'll see it again. Boom. He just lays it on Johnson. That keeps the drive alive too. A big time play there. Now out to the 30. They dump it off short for Burton on the screen. He's actually going to be hurt on the play. So he'll come out of the game momentarily. Overall, he would be okay. 2nd and 6. Now the same play on the right side this time for Coleman. And he tries to get outside. But nice tackle there. Only gets 2. Makes it 3rd and 4. Stack on the left side again. This time they're going to run routes down the field. Brown in the pocket. It's got all day. Only a 3-man rush. Literally has all day. Everybody's double teamed. There's no pressure here. Still no pressure. Brown finally launches it and it's overthrown. I don't know how Auburn didn't get a first down there. Literally had all day to throw. So Auburn will punt it deep to Mazio Bennett as he'll field it at his own side of the field, and he cuts it out right side. Mazio Bennett trying to score again on the punt return, but this time he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 15. Bennett has 1 punt return for a touchdown this season. He wanted 2, but instead he'll set South Carolina up nicely at the 15 of the Auburn Tigers. 1st and 10. Reno makes some changes, wants to throw, and he throws it incomplete, and there's a flag down. I think Dante Reno passed the line of scrimmage, and he did. Now Auburn, for some reason, would not accept the penalty. It will just decline. So it'll be 2nd and 10. In the pistol, handoff McReynolds tries to bounce it outside, gets a little bit of space, and maybe he gets 2. And if Auburn can force 3 here, that will be a big plus. 3rd and 8. Reno in the pocket. Clean pocket. Looks across the middle. He's got Harbor who holds on through the contact. Touchdown Gamecocks. That'll cut into the lead. Nick Harbor showing off his improvement in the catch and traffic. He makes it 20-14. So Auburn gets the football back, go play fake, and again, they just dump this one out of bounds. Good coverage by the Gamecocks defense. Try it again on 2nd down. It's a sweep outside for Cobb. Nice tackle by Floyd. Stops him after a gain of 4. And now you got another big 3rd down. 3rd and 6 from the 38. And the gun is Auburn. Brown in the pocket. He's going to be wrapped up. That's Nate Johnson off the edge. He will end the drive, and South Carolina will get the football back. This time at their own 38, but they face 3rd and 8. Reno in the gun will take the snap. Wants it deep. He's got Harbor down there. Who makes the grab? Harbor down to the 13. He had no catches in the first half, but he's got 2 huge ones here in the second. And just like that, Gamecocks back in the red zone as they go to Reynolds, who's going to lose 1. DeMarcus Riddick again, the impact linebacker on the stop, and now it's 3rd and 5. Reno dumps it off short for McReynolds. 1 man to beat, but he can't beat him. Nice stop there by Lane. And he'll force a field goal try from the Gamecocks. This one will be 23 yards from left hash for Mason Love. And he misses it. He doesn't push it enough, and that's another missed opportunity for the Gamecocks. Still down by 6 after the big-time play to Harbor. And speaking of big plays, from the first play from their possession, Brown finds his man deep downfield. It's Hoover again, who's got another big play. Pushes Brown up to 242 yards passing, and now Auburn in the red zone. 1st and 10, he wants his man short, but he throws it behind Cobb. 2nd and 10, now they'll just run it with Cobb, but a nice play in the backfield. There's Peyton Williams, the senior safety, with a TFL. And now you got 3rd and 13 for the Tigers. Brown to throw, 4-man rush, backs up. Doesn't get rid of it, and he just takes a sack. That's Conway and Curry are there. And that'll force a 43-yard try. He'll nail it. It's 24-13, back up to a 2-score lead. Gamecocks will start their next drive with an incompletion. Beckett again struggling and catching traffic. Now 3rd and 10. Harbor's got his man beat, but Reno leads him a little too much. Could have been another possession that could have had a big play, but instead it'll be a punt, and Auburn will take a 9-point lead going into the 4th quarter. It is 23-14. Now, fortunately for us, Auburn will begin the quarter 3rd and 21 at the 40. But again, we saw McPherson make a 65-yard kick earlier, but he'll have to make a longer one now. Donelius Johnson up the middle on the sack, the Kennesaw State transfer with a big play. But Auburn's going to try this field goal. This is a 68-yard try for McPherson. He's going to try it. He misses it right. That's the first miss of the season for McPherson. But, I mean, at 68 yards, can you blame him? And he gave South Carolina a pretty good field position. They start off at essentially midfield as McReynolds will get the carry. He'll pick up 7 on his 17th carry of the day. 2nd and 3. Here's a bubble screen from Russell that's read to perfection. Beautiful play out there by Isaiah Davis. Loss of 2. Now 3rd and 5. Reno in the gun. Looks right side, and he gets intercepted. Picked off by Kayan Lee, the second one of the day for the impact corner. If you watch that play back, Harbor was wide open on the other side of the field. 3rd INT of the day for Marino, and now you're still down by 9. You need another big stop from your defense. There's Nate Lamb and Caden Curry helping out there. After a loss of 3, now it's 3rd and 12. And quickly going down is Brown, the 7th sack of the day for the Gamecocks. They're wrecking the backfield. And that forces Auburn out of field goal range. They don't go for it that time. So still only a 9-point deficit, all things considered, as here's a nice run for McReynolds, who picks up 8. He's had a good day on the ground. 2nd and 2. Here's to Monty Soro out of the backfield. He'll make a nice catch in traffic. Out to the 37. McReynolds checks back in up the middle. Picks up 6. Made a very good job in the run game. Got to give it up to the offensive line. They played really well today. 2nd and 4. Here's McReynolds out of the backfield, who gains 3 in the air. And now you got a 3rd and 1. Reno will hand it off to him. Right side, but he's going to be pushed backwards and knocked behind the line. Doesn't get the first down. They'll try a 47-yard field goal for Mason Love, who missed a 23-yarder earlier from right hash, and Mason will squeak it through the uprights. The field goal is good. And again, you're back to a one-possession game, 23-17, but only 6 minutes left to go. But in the backfield again is Caden Curry. Loss of 2 on the play. He's been a sensational player. That was Conway, actually 2nd and 12, but this time almost a safety. Robinson comes shooting across the middle. Tackled down at the 1. Now Auburn, 3rd and 21 at their own 1-yard line. They're going to try to run it to get out of their end zone, but they can't. Caden Curry this time is in the backfield. It's a safety. And now it's 23-19, 4-point deficit with 2.5 to go. South Carolina has the football at midfield. They could do this. 3rd and 9. Reno looking across the middle. He's got Harbor deep, but he drops it. Had a first down, but he can't make the catch. And now it's 4th and 9, and South Carolina's going to keep the offense on the field. This is risky. I don't feel like you got to go for it yet, but they are. Reno, 4th and 9. He throws it deep. Harbor's behind the defense, and Nick Harbor's going to score a touchdown. The Gamecocks take the lead late again. This has been their MO the past few weeks. South Carolina will not lay down. Another come-from-behind lead as pending the field goal try. Mason Love will make it. It's a 3-point game, and Auburn has the football at the 2-minute warning. They face a big 3rd and 7. Brown in the pocket, dumps it off short, and it's going to be a first down. Greg Went just gets it. So now you got 90 seconds. You only need to get in field goal range. So McPherson has a big leg. But on 1st and 10, you're going backwards. Willis gets to him. 9th sack of the day for this Gamecocks defense. Loss of 10, now 2nd and 20. Brown just gets rid of it. And it's a nice 8-yard grab. Auburn uses their first timeout. 3rd and 12 now. Brown wants the deep ball, and he's got it! Behind the defense, there's the touchdown. But there's a flag down, and this one is not going to count. A holding call on the offensive line favor Edwin, and the play has been nullified. So now you got a 3rd and 22. Brown looks at the marker, and it's incomplete, and the game's going to come down to this play. That was Nate Lamb also in coverage downfield. 4th and 22. Game on the line. Can Auburn convert? Brown in the pocket. 4-man rush. It's clean. He dumps it off way short. That's nowhere near the first down marker. It's a turnover on downs. And the Gamecocks will win it 26-23. And they do it again. How about that for an encore? You thought last game was insane? This one was almost right up there with it. Another come-from-behind victory. The offense kicks in when they need to. The defense, again, has just played amazing in the second half of some of these games. They only gave up 3 points in the second half. Offense does enough to get the victory, and we escape on the road with our 3rd conference win of the season, move to 5-2, and sit pretty after this 3-game road trip. We won all of them. Also, shout out to the offensive line in this one. They were great in the run game, and they didn't give up a single sack. I don't know when the last time I could say that was, but props to the offensive line. They deserve it. So the news doesn't just in there. We simulate the week and we get another commit. 4-star defensive end Caleb Cottrell out of Atlanta, Georgia commits, and I'm excited for this one because he is a pass rusher. 6'2", 242. Yes, he's a bust of a gym, but he's got 86 finesse move out of the gate. That's going to be a lot of fun. Now, unfortunately, we do lose out on a couple of players. Dontre Cota, the halfback, 4-star from Greenville, commits to Clemson, so we'll have to see him for the next 4 years. And Jordan Masafilo, a defensive end, another good pass rusher, he'll commit to Alabama. We also get some Player of the Week news. Caden Curry's 4 TFLs, including the safety and 1 sack, gets him SEC Defensive Player of the Week. And it also gets him National Player of the Week. He has been a star from the transfer portal. Love the pickup of Caden Curry. Here are your top stories. Here's a look at the Heisman race. A couple of Trojans up there. Cade Fox leads the way. AJ Swan had a big week for LSU. He's in second. Speaking of big weeks, Big 12, a top 10 matchup. Kansas State up to 2, which means there were some upsets this week. Also a top 25 matchup of the Big 12, Utah and Colorado. And we'll see in the ACC, Virginia Tech and Miami will go at it. We'll take a look at the scores around the week 7. Is start off with some action on Friday night. Buffalo gets the win over Eastern Michigan. Michigan will beat Rutgers by 28. Kansas State up to 2. They took care of TCU on the road by 3. UConn blanks Western Kentucky. Obviously, there was our game against Auburn. And Texas Tech with a big win on the road against Baylor. Oregon goes down to Michigan State. The defending champions lose. Somehow the Spartans are still not ranked. I don't know how, but that makes no sense. The new number 1 USC won the game of the week in Happy Valley, 36-24. Notre Dame over Virginia. You see UNLV get a Mountain West victory over New Mexico. Oklahoma on the road takes care of Arkansas. Alabama up to number 3. They beat Florida by 6. Virginia Tech knocks off Georgia Tech in a big rivalry ACC clash. And then Air Force goes on the road and beats Nevada. Mississippi State gets their first win of the season over Cal, 38-13, a big win. Big fall from grace from last year for the Gold Bears. Hawaii loses at home to San Jose State. Arkansas State will beat South Alabama. UTSA stays ranked in the ACC against Rice. Wisconsin on the road in a close one against Maryland. We see Kent State over Ohio. UCLA just continues to struggle this year. They lose to Purdue. It's up to number 5 now. SMU gets their first ACC win of the season against Syracuse. We see Kentucky with a big win over Texas A&M. The Aggies 0-2 to start SEC play. Washington State with a big non-conference win over Boston College. We see Stanford drop a home matchup against the Wolfpack. Tulsa knocks off AFAU on the road, and then also Conference USA, New Mexico State over Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Monroe in a close one over Southern Miss, and then Middle Tennessee State blanks Jacksonville State. James Madison with a 7-point victory on the road against the Mountaineers. We see Pitt get a victory over Florida State. Tennessee now up to number 7. They smashed Ole Miss. We see Colorado over Arizona State, the victory that got them back in the top 25. LSU smashes Texas at home, puts up 52 against the Longhorns, getting their first SEC loss. USF on the road knocks off BYU. Georgia Southern in a close one over Troy. Duke takes care of business on the road against Wake Forest. Boise State gets back in the win column over Texas State. Nebraska over Illinois, 34-27. Utah blanks Kansas for their big showdown against Colorado. Coastal gets it done against Army by 2. We see Miami, Ohio knock off Toledo, the Rockets. My favorite still in the MAC, struggling. West Virginia gets no points. A lot of blanks this week. And Clemson loses to Miami, so the Hurricanes knock off our rivals. Love to see that. Vanderbilt knocks off Georgia. Georgia loses to the Commodores. A big win for Vanderbilt. Where have you heard that? Washington knocks off Iowa 30-24. Iowa State over Arizona on the road. Kennesaw State drops their second straight game. They lose to Liberty 14-10. Louisiana over Old Dominion. Tulane in a close one beats East Carolina by 1. Indiana over Northwestern. Then we see UAB lose to Memphis, and the Blazers are now out of the top 25. UCF also takes care of business against Oklahoma State. Here are your players of the week. Jaden Greathouse had a good game for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. We know Caden Curry got National Defensive. And then SEC Offensive is AJ Swan, 6 passing touchdowns. And you saw him. He's a Heisman candidate. Here's a look at your new top 25. A lot of movement this week. Oregon goes down. Clemson goes down. I mean, the top 4 last week were 2, 4, 8, and 9. So a lot of big losses. Georgia, my preseason favorites now is on the outside looking in. Texas goes down, a lot of big losses. We're still not in the top 25, but I feel like if we can continue winning this week, we might just crack it. Big games around the league this week. Kansas State and Iowa State. We saw that one, as well as Virginia Tech and Miami. Oregon will look to bounce back. They face Michigan at home. So the Ducks, if they lose that one, they could be in some real big jeopardy. Then Penn State and Happy Valley will look to bounce back. They host number 5, Purdue. This week it gets a little easier for us. We return home to face Mississippi State, who's at the bottom of the SEC. Finally picked up their first win this week against the Cal Golden Bears, but they're winless in the SEC. But again, you can't count these teams out. It was only a couple of years ago we thought the same thing when we went to Vanderbilt and we lost. So Mississippi State, we don't play them very often, so a little bit of an unknown in terms of what they like to do there. But hopefully we can beat them next week and improve in SEC. I mean, we're 3-1 in the conference. I know there's still a lot of games to play, but we could be a potential threat to make it to Atlanta. I'd love to get to that point. We got to take care of games one at a time, including against Mississippi State. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We've had some exciting games recently. 2 just late come-from-behind victories, and even the Kentucky one, we had to scratch and claw on that one too. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the content. If you have, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Dynasty Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.